All right.
Yeah, I'll have to take it to the
Oh,
store because I don't
you
know.
know
Okay,
that.
well, I started the broadcast, so we'll see what kind of questions we get.
What is? Am I getting? Are you sharing feedback with me?
Nope, not a thing.
Okay, so you're on Light the Way, and I switched over to Kimmy Rose, so that's good. So now we're not on the same line. So even though both of them are Kimmy Rose. So all right, Kelly, do you want to pick an angel card this week?
Sure.
That would be cool. All right, I'll be.
I'll set my phone somewhere. Where can I put this phone?
There's about a 6 second delay in this from what we're saying now to when it goes on the air.
This is not gonna. The light's in my way.
I'm gonna start grabbing my bowl. Ooh, that's powerful. I should use my computer or my iPad. Are my iPads up there, Skip?
Yes.
Do I have time to get one?
Ooh, we got a good card. The card for tonight's courage.
Ooh, I love it.
Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs.
That's a for sure thing. It's it's a must, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, I can feel it like deeply without getting angry or. Hmm. Am I
Yeah.
here? Okay.
How do we put it on live? Are we live now?
We are live now.
So if I can read the card out loud.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll announce. You want me to introduce? I'm going to introduce Kelly. Kelly Miss.
Okay.
She is our Earth Angel, and she is an Earth Angel. And she's going to start out she picked a card. Kelly, tell us a little bit about yourself and the deck that you are using.
Okay. Um, well, I've been working with Light the Way for over a year, and my specialty is reading angel cards. And I also do energy healing and hypnosis. And I'm in school for clinical mental health counseling, so I'm a busy girl. But I chose a card for everyone tonight, and the card is Courage. I don't know if you can all see it.
Nice.
And it says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And then looking deeper, in this situation, you need to act upon your convictions, even if others disagree. I'm protecting you from harm and guiding you to be a loving warrior of light. As you stand up for your beliefs, you're a role model for others. This is an important form of spiritual teaching in which your example gives others courage and also stand up for their own principles. And it's Archangel Ariel. So
Ooh,
yeah, I think we all need courage to stand up for what we believe in and what our intuition says is correct.
do you ever find that you have a hard time with that?
Sometimes, I mean, when people ridicule you or they call you crazy for your beliefs, yeah, it's kind of hard. But then I just think back to Jesus. I mean, he literally got hung on a cross for his teachings, and I don't know, it just gives me courage, I guess, too.
He did. He was uh,
Yeah.
he was considered a crazy evangelist at that time. It was funny if
Hmm.
you go back and you read about it. You read all about the story. And as a matter of fact, I was talking about that on my one of my my weekly vibes is how Augustus Caesar went when he came into role. He went as far to try to get people not to listen to Jesus as like putting himself to create rules because people were so out of control, he said. And he actually would like publicly punish himself in front of people just to try to get people's attention, from what Jesus was speaking. It's amazing how that happens, how
Yeah.
people, invoke that control. So, yikes.
We have a couple of questions. Trap Angel, her
Okay.
father and great grandmother passed. She would like to know if you feel their energy.
Soon as Kelly, do you feel anything?
No, but
Okay.
that's not my specialty. So
I just wanted to share that I was, sharing because I don't want to like totally be a hog here. So, what is that person's real name?
He'll have to tell you. We have one directed towards you, Kimmy. Leticia Lopez would like to know, do you see anything special coming for her in upcoming months?
Okay. So,
Hello, guys.
So,
hi,
Stephen,
Stephen.
Stephen. So the first thing that came to me was the question about, even though, and I will get to the other question too, but the first thing that came to me was that I felt like your grandmother, she's like joking right now because I was upstairs and I was in my kitchen. I was really, Skip will tell you I'm really weird. Steven will tell you this too about my house being a certain way. I like everything.
Oh, yeah.
I get really upset when people just leave things, I do. I like don't leave things, especially in the kitchen. I like the kitchen a certain way. And especially when people ridicule us, then it's like then you leave things and even I give myself a hard time, so I was yelling at myself for leaving things, and yeah, I was talking to myself. But your grandma is laughing because she's saying that's what she did too. She's saying that she would leave things too, and she's saying that you need that I keep getting that poem, um, quiet down cobwebs and dust go to sleep. I'm rocking my baby and baby don't. And that keeps coming to me. So there's something about that with you. And I would say that you've got a lot of things going on in your life right now. And it's probably, I'm not sure where the noise is coming from, sorry, guys. But I'm hearing like
Oh, sorry, that might be me.
okay,
Hold
just
on, my
so
camera.
like when I'm trying to channel, I just need to really bring that through. And I'm sorry too, because I don't want to be rude to you, Stephen. I appreciate that you're here. So I just hear her saying, "Slow down, slow down, slow down." And then your great grandmother, I just see her being a different person, and like she's in the kitchen a lot. As a matter of fact, for some reason, I see like baths in the kitchen. I'm not sure what that means, but I keep getting this sense that you're gonna there's either gonna be a move. Well, she's just talking to me. I'll just tell you what she's saying. Is there's either gonna be a move, or well, there's gonna be something, or there's no. She's saying a move, and she's saying make sure that everything's open, like. And she's like laughing and she's going, and everything has always been centered around the kitchen. So I'm just going to say that if you can just like with your family really really focus on that, like if you are going to make a change or whatever you're doing, boy, she's correcting me, she's saying there's going to be a move. So even if you argue with that one, I'm sorry, when it comes to me channeling, when I hear people talking to me, I will really have to, I argue it. I'm like, nope, I know this is right because that's my strength is channeling. But she's letting me let you know that there are gifts that go back in your family. And so you have gifts. I don't know if it's gifted generation because great grandma is really strong around you. And then there's something about men, and it's like, yeah, the women can be really tough sometimes. So there's a lot of strength. And she's just saying, ease up a little, ease up a little. I love you. Um, and I see something with pink curlers, like in the hair, those spongy curlers. And somebody did not like having those in their hair. So that's the message I'm getting.
All right. John wanted a reading too. His birthday was October 15th, and I have a time map for him. It shows personally things are going good for the year. Money wise, he needs to be careful. It's a couple of places here it's showing a possible financial loss. So be careful of any kind of investments or someone trying to swindle you or whatever, because it's definitely on here a couple of times. You yeah, around January looks like you're planning something new, or if you have any kind of a legal court case or anything, the outcome of that's going to be successful. So personally, it looks like a very good year for you. Financial, like I said, be careful, keep your eyes open, and watch any kind of investments you may be making.
That's really good. Boy, when you said that about watching out, boy, I could feel that like at my core. Does anybody else have a message for either of the people that we were talking to?
No, but for Kristen G, she said, I would love to know if there's a future with the new guy I'm seeing. I pulled 2 cards for her. One was passion and one was take back your power. So it says use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And the other one is trust and follow your revived passion in your love life and career. So I think that if she doesn't give her power away to this new guy, it would be a good relationship. And that she keeps it playful. She keeps the passion alive within her, not just with a partner, but her passion for life. So that was the message I got for her.
That's really good. That I get goosebumps when you said passion for life.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can't always put our energy into the other person and look for that passion and happiness. We have to have it within ourselves. And she has to know she's powerful. Don't give her power away to him to become that happy person.
Yeah. I was feeling the same. Well, it's funny you just said that because I was just talking to my mother before I came on here, and I was telling her the same thing. But you have to first appreciate yourself and value yourself first before you can ever expect anyone to value you. And not it's not only because you're supposed to, but it's also because it's just attracting like attracts like. And if you don't value yourself, you're going to attract someone who doesn't value you as well. So first, love yourself and appreciate yourself in the highest regard. And just know that God or the universe or whomever you believe in didn't mess up when they made you. You're perfect just as you are, and you're perfect in this moment. So when you look in the mirror, see that. Don't listen to what the others have to say. Just listen to what you feel in your heart.
A lot of sense to me, especially with that, because like all the self because it's really neat to do that, a balance week. It's funny because that for a lot of people, Letitia had a question, right? Yeah. Letitia, for some reason, Skip was saying that Yeah, a question in it, but this is like I think this is pretty. A lot of people look at it and they like, oh, that looks okay. But like for you, I see you as like a multi-dimensional person. And okay, this is a good example of a prism. You know, a prism, you know, light hits it, and it's like if I was to if I had a mirror here, which I'll have to do that sometime, you would see a rainbow. You know, it creates a beautiful rainbow. There's something about people in your life right now. You feel really confused. Like it's almost like you feel like like who are my friends? That's what they're telling me. Who are my friends? And who should I keep in my life? And some you as those two. But what it, it, and I do it take things over. It is on you.
It's like real. Are you still talking, Kimmy?
I can't hear her.
Yeah, I can't really.
You can't hear me?
No,
Not really.
you're better now.
Let me take this business off.
But for Letitia again, I drew a card for her, and the cards are called Notes from the Universe. And the card, well, this is the picture. I could show you a picture that it has. And the note that it has from the universe says, quick, what's the shortest distance between have and have not? Right. What distance? You're there, the universe. This is what it says if you.
Notes from the Universe. Who did that deck? Because I think I've interviewed that person.
He is Mike Dooley.
Yes. Guy? Oh my gosh. Yes. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah.
perfectly.
Okay. That is so neat. I know him. Cool.
Well, yeah, he made these
Awesome.
cards, these delightful cards. But yeah, that's
Very
what it
nice.
says for you. But basically, I guess in relation to your question, Letitia, is you already have what you want. You just have to see that it's there.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Letitia, I just was letting you know that it felt like you had a lot of people, like you were like, who do I trust? And you were feeling a lot of disappointments with people,
Mm-hmm.
and like frustrated, like really heavy duty frustrated. And I feel like in the fall things are gonna start aligning, and you're gonna have a better direction. But I really feel like you're confusing yourself right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, there's something about work or there's something where you're wondering, should I do this or not? I don't know if you're going to file some paperwork but I keep seeing that. And I'm just getting this vibe that, you know, you don't have to do any of that. But if some of that empowers you, then by all means, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
John Galt he wanted a reading and he put his birthday 10/15/1954. His life path is an 8, which is the executive. And it says if you get up one more time then you fall, you'll make it through. That's a Chinese proverb. But I have the feeling that he struggles with money issues. Like 8s really come to this planet to learn financial security and how to obtain wealth and deal with it. And sometimes they struggle on both sides.
That's
And I
what
just got the feeling that he needed to know that that's what he's here to do, to work on his financial security and watch his spending. He likes really fine things, but he should become financially secure before spending the money.
That's a Libra. That's a Libra thing too.
Is it?
You know, they do that. They're not usually very good with it, with money. And, you know, like if you have money, it's fine. But sometimes then they're very giving too. and so then it'll go out of their pockets faster. It's not, you know what I
Right.
mean? So that is a Libra thing.
And
Very much
the
so.
number 8, it has the top and bottom, so it's very dual in the same generation and degeneration.
Yep, it's kind of like what you're putting out there, you're getting back too.
Yeah.
It's like
So
that
that's just
infinite.
my advice to him is to, focus on his finances and becoming financially stable and secure, and he'll feel a lot better.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
To add on to that, what I felt, but what I felt earlier when Kelly said something about the financial stuff, I felt that was it too. But I also felt that in order for him to curb those financial, or to gain that financial stability, because usually when you're unstable, because I know I'm very unstable with my finances, but it's usually because of emotional issues or emotional things that you're trying to compensate with I guess, the lucrative living that you have. So I guess instead of trying to fill the void with things, fill it with love. And I drew
For
you
sure.
a universal note too. This is what the picture looks like. And it says, when someone is so desperate to have what they want to have, do what they want to do, or be who they want to be, that they'd rather take little tiny teensy steps in the direction of their dreams than face one more single day of doing without. I just can't help but open the floodgates. It's my greatest weakness. Was that a step? The universe. And this is, if you didn't get clarity on what I was saying.
I love that. I love that deck.
He also asked about his love life. I pulled a romance card and it says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So getting stuck on that, I have to have this exact thing. Be more open to the people that he comes in contact with.
For some reason, it was this feeling too that it could be somebody that he's talking to, or like somebody that it just feels like somebody took advantage of you. And I also feel like there's somebody that talks to you, maybe a friend or a female, like that gives you like advice. That's what came to me. I'll be right back.
What it says, that it could be someone that he's already met and he's overlooking their romantic potential. Yeah. And if he learns more about himself, he'll be able to
be the master of your own destiny.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you for finishing my thoughts.
I'm like, I know, it's like I stepped away, Kelly, because I just had this feeling like to step away and tune in. And it's funny because everybody jokes with me because I really like doing phone readings. I feel so much more when like if I was there laying down and just closing my eyes, I just tune in so much better. So I hear things. I hear voices. Sorry. But that's not bad.
I hope so.
Only if you're at the psychiatrist's office.
Yeah, really.
That was a joke. I didn't know if anyone got that, but
I got it because I always say that too. Like I literally will say that because I'll say it and then I'm like, oh boy, man, I'm trying to, I'm being serious, and then I have to say it just because everybody says that. You know what I mean? They'll joke about it.
But it's true. I have to go to therapy for school. And the first question is, do you hear voices or see things that aren't there or others can't see or hear? And I'm like, excuse me, I need to ask you a question. I didn't know how to answer it because, that's what we do for a living. And she's like, oh, no, it doesn't apply to you. It's okay.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I don't care. I'm very open. I'd be like, I hear stuff all the time. I'm real loco.
Well, they were looking to see if you're schizophrenic when you're at a therapist office, but
well, I guess according to the psychiatrist definition, I am then. Very.
Yeah, what do they say? It's okay to talk to God, but if God talks to you, you're crazy. I disagree.
I totally disagree with that one because I mean, I was listening to, there is a YouTube channel I love. It's in the show. It's called Namaste Today. It's awesome, and he was talking about like really tuning into your own voice or your own field, your own form. He said, Christopher Wataki, I think that's his name. I'm sorry. Um, but I'm sure that's his name. But I like just sometimes like I want to call him another name, like I feel like I know him. And he said that Yoda, he believes like when Yoda would go and meditate, that Yoda would actually like be really tuning into his own force field. So I think that's so cool because that's probably what is happening. So I do have a question.
Yes.
Yep, everyone. This is my daughter. And I'm gonna just give her birthday. And she's been like, her name is Hannah. She's been taking classes.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been coming to the events and that she learned to read the tarot. Her birthday is 2202. So I don't know, Kelly, if you could do the numbers, and then Skip could do it. And then Steven, you could do your thing. And she just gave her birthday.
Oh, Hannah.
She's
Oh,
also an 8.
Hannah.
She's an 8. So isn't that funny? We're staying with that money theme tonight. 8.
I'm gonna just like, as you guys are tuning in, I'm gonna play some vibrations here.
Somebody asked for a card to be pulled. Sandy Moore.
That's, I don't know if Skip's there, but I think
I'm here.
There he is. I'm giving you guys some nice, like, relax here.
So Sandy Moore had asked just a card for me, please. The card I pulled for her is Moon Cycles. I feel like she's being affected very strongly by this last full moon, the eclipse, which was, in Keto, the planet where they call it the dragon's tail. It's like cutting off the tail, the dross, the things that are no longer needed in your life, getting rid of that. And I think she needs to pay attention to the moon cycles, especially right now. There's a lot of people coming unglued with all these planets in retrograde. We're having eclipses and a lot of really powerful full moons. And a lot of people, the Mars in retrograde is bringing up a lot of anger. And when you get near a full moon, it's going to get a lot worse. So like today I went to my doctor is not a normal doctor, but he's a naturopath. And he's like, what's going on in your neck? You've done all this healing and you're getting rid of all this anger, but it got stuck in your neck and it's just circling from your head to your neck in a big circle. So he worked on releasing that and in a healthier way than screaming at people. So I feel like that is what Sandy needed to hear, that she needs to watch the moon cycles, pay a lot of attention to what's going on in her body.
Was
and
that
when
Sandy
things
or
come up,
was it Hannah?
no, it's Sandy Moore. And then
okay, got it.
She said just a card for me. I'm trying to catch up some in the back, and then I did your daughter.
No.
Your daughter's
Sandy, okay. That makes so much sense with Sandy.
Does it? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like she needs to really watch these moon cycles, the planets, and when things are coming up, find a healthy way to work on them and deal with them and get rid of the things that are no longer serving her. And then you ask me to do the numbers. 2222 comes up to 8. So that life path again is the life path of learning about money and financial security. And people that are 8s, a lot of times they really love to have the finer things in life, but they don't think about how to get those. They just get them and then worry about it later. So again, that number 8 with the extremes, learning the balance would be really good for her.
Yeah, she's funny because she's like my she's a vegan and she's like so like into like she does she will not if she gets something she'll have she won't have a lot of things,
Yeah.
just a little, but yeah, she is like that and she works 2 jobs. So she's a lot like I am. Like when I was her age, I was always working, and I always wanted to have my own, be able to take care of myself. And even though I had parents that were there, I like that feeling of independence. I didn't like it. I don't like depending on other people.
Yeah, I think she's in the positive side of her number 8 for sure then. And I pulled a card for her and I got leadership. It's so funny how you just said she doesn't like following people. Yeah, I think it's time for her to assume her leadership power and position and help guide others. That's part of her path. And maybe even with financial things, she might be guiding people in their finances.
Well,
do you think what she wants to know? What do you think about her? She's going to be a junior, and she's interested in. She wanted to do the homeschooling, and then she signed up for college classes because she can go for free. She's not liking too much of what goes on at school because she feels like it's very just not like nice. Like it's like like that mean girl syndrome. I call it. She
Mm-hmm.
didn't say that. I call it that. Like there's just like a lot of just such people
Matt.
that are so connected to this hoity-toity stuff, like and she
Yeah.
like was out like with the student did the protest. She was she went out and she did a protest. She led a protest and she's very into that. And I think she could do it. I think she could actually, because she's a straight A student. I think she could
Oh yeah,
homeschool, but
she should definitely. My youngest son had a 1.3 and was, like you said, there's these cliques in school, and he was a very quiet, unique person. His brother had always been in trouble, so he set the path for him. But I just took him out of school. I'm like, enough. I'm not doing this anymore with this school. I had 3 children graduate with under a 2 point grade point average. And I had a 2.3 and now I'm a 4.0 in college. So I think she would definitely do well. We went through a private online school in California. My son went in 1 month from a 1.3 to a 4.0 honor student. He graduated with highest honors and he went on to college and graduated with highest honors. So if she's driven, I feel that would be a really good move for her and it
I'm
would
gonna
help her
I'm gonna
psyche.
find I'm gonna ask you more about that because
Okay.
I really think she can do it too. I mean with school, she's like gets such good grades, but she works really hard and she's funny. She's an
Mhm.
Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius too, but if you go in her room, she's got so many. Remember that, Stephen? So many push-ups, so much of this. She's got this
Yeah.
list. She works out.
Hmm.
She's
Yeah. I did these astrology cards for her, and
okay.
it basically, well, it's the cards that I drew for her are Saturn and Sagittarius in the first house,
Okay.
and it's so the cards it gives me like the spiritual, what she's supposed to know for spiritual, mental, and for the physical. And it gives me actions she could take. And then on the reverse, it just has a lot of information. So I just, oh, okay. So it says for her spiritually, like for actions she's supposed to take. For spiritual, I guess, it's be realistic about your highest ideals immediately, is what it says. Um, And for mentally, she's supposed to be concerned about the rules of the way you project yourself, is what it says for
Mm.
mental. And
Oh yeah.
for what she's supposed to actually do, I guess, her actions she's supposed to take physically, you must wait before you can get it out to the world and do it on your own.
That makes sense.
So I don't know
Thank you.
whatever. But on the other side, I guess, on the reverse, as far as the objectives are, like what is supposed to happen, I guess. For spiritually, it says the maturity that brings insights to understand who you are. Mentally, it says caution regarding the wisdom of your desires. And for physically, it says limits imposed resulting from the understanding of your actions.
Mm. That makes sense. I'll let. I mean, I'm sure she's paying attention because her and Cam are upstairs watching. So thank you. Skip, do you have
Jennifer,
anything? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm looking
sorry,
at.
let's skip.
Uh,
Oh, I've got.
And I got a message for Sandy too. So,
Okay,
or Skip, if you want to share it later, you
I
can.
need
You
paper.
want to share with me? Or you can go ahead, Skip. I don't want to cut you off. Sorry.
all right. Well, it shows new money, and it shows a new job, which we know happened to her. That's in the year. Uh, Overall, she is looking good. Personally, it shows though in September she's got some conflict, divided between two things, and obviously she's going back to school. So I don't know if she's going to continue working or not, but that's going to be a little bit of stress there. But she'll get over it because the cards after are really good. Uh, Families in focus really strong, and Ten of Spades, which is spiritually very strong, career wise very strong. So no, overall she's got a really good year.
Perfect. Thank you. And Kelly, you had Sandy. I gotta tell Sandy something. Your husband, your husband is telling me because Sandy's husband is with her in spirit, and he's telling me that whatever it is that you put on the belt when you ride a motorcycle, he's saying it's time for you to you need to get your own, whatever that means. And then he also is telling me that there's going to be somebody that contacts you and his family. Try not to get upset because they're not dealing with things very well. So they've been kind of like doing their own thing. Try not to get upset about it. Try to really listen and just don't give up too much of your energy, Sandy. Okay, Kelly, you have a name. Yes.
Jennifer Martin said first time watching, would love a reading. She gave her birthday. Her life path is a 3, the communicator. Says the best way to succeed in life is to act on the advice we give to others. And then I pulled a card for her, and I got claircognizance, that she's getting a lot of thoughts and ideas that are coming to her, and they're actually answered prayers, but she doesn't pay attention. So she's good at giving advice, but she's not listening to her own guidance as much as she should. So she needs to pay more attention to her guidance and the intuition, and when things are repeating and coming up, pay attention to those signs. And
what's her birthday? I'm curious.
September 5th, 1978.
So everything, so she gets so much into the mental, right, Kelly? Like
yeah,
you're saying, like that she's, I was just talking about balancing that. And Kelly, is it the wobble pose? Is that the pose in yoga where you put one leg up, like you make the 4?
No, tree. I think you're talking about tree.
Okay, because somebody like told me about a wobble one, and I'm like, oh, watch, I just said that. So okay, I'm gonna try not to be, it's like whatever, it came out that way, but it was like, so there's something about that with I was picking up on the tree pose, the right and left brain, and that if we focus too much on one side or the other, but if we can allow, like I really believe you could do that pose easily if you can just connect both. And
Right.
there's something about that that's significant.
You have to root. You have to root down, but be flexible. So it's like a tree. You're rooted and flexible in the wind.
Be
Your
flexible in the
sound went out again.
wind.
Yeah, be rooted, but be flexible. Then
Okay.
I can't type on my screen for some reason, but Kristen G wanted to know about the man she's seeing, and she gave her birth date as 12/13 and his is 5/3, but she didn't give the year, and you need a year to do the life path number. So if she could give us the year.
Yes, please.
I have time open for Jennifer. Shows late fall, early winter through the wintertime financial gain and a major correction in career. So that's either a job promotion or a new job, but you're going to be making more money. And like Kelly said about your intuition, that shows up in the spring. You're going to be sharing some ideas with some people close to you. And it does say definitely follow your intuition. You are an intuitive person. After that, you've got travel coming up during the summer involving loved ones. So traveling with family or to family, and some financial matters will be discussed there. So all in all, very good.
Awesome. That feels good. I'm just like listening to, I love to be an observer too, and listen to everybody, because there's so much, you know what I mean? There's just so much to, like, I get to learn too. So thank you everyone for sharing. There's a lot here, so let's keep going.
Oh, well, I drew a card for Jennifer real quick for the notes for the universe. But
Okay.
what it says is great big ear-to-ear open mouth smiles are responsible for far more sizzling romances, salary increases, life extensions, and calorie burning than your dentists, doctors, and financial planners will ever comprehend. Show us your tonsils, the universe. That's what it says.
Wow. Show us your tonsils. So that means like speak up.
No, so what I got from it was basically have a positive attitude. Be all roses and sunshines. Be positive and everything will be attracted to you.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And I also felt like don't be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Like take the leap of faith, because there's something about August the 24th. Sometimes I don't, and I guess it doesn't really matter, right? But it's just what I feel, but it's like something powerful about August the 24th coming. And if you can just tune into that, boy, I just see something heavy and good, and it's like a journey. It's like you're getting your groove back in a very sweet way. For sure.
Who's next?
Okay.
Well, Cameron is saying Aunt Kim, my birthday, September 15th.
Oh, yeah, September 15th, 2015. I see. So, okay. Okay, well, the first thing, I'm going to pick a card if that's okay, because I thought I'd pick a card for this person. What was the name? Aunt Jen?
Cameron, your niece.
Oh, Cam. I'm like, I thought you said Aunt Jen. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, Empress. Ooh, Empress card, Kelly. Okay, I'm going to read this. Yeah. I am feminine power. blossoming fertility, creative abundance. I am unconditional love. I cherish and nurture people and projects, providing a sound foundation for their continuing growth. I am passion. I have experienced the power of emotion and sensation. I courageously embrace life's pleasure and pain. I know the joy of giving and receiving. My love is a source of healing and renewal for myself and others. I love wisely. I've learned to encourage growth without dominating or overprotecting the people in my care. And I love this card because that's like the goddess, the mother. And Cameron is just got actually is got a contract in New York for elite models, and just like is a very strong, beautiful person who believes in what everything she does. And September birthday, because that has to do with really rooting yourself. As long as you really want to manifest stuff, you have to keep your roots in the ground. So I'll let everybody else talk. Sorry.
This is for Cam.
Yeah, I just did Cam's number. I was going to pull a card. Do you have something for Cam, Stephen?
I'm about to. Right now. Oh, well, I have two cards for Cam. These are notes from the universe again. This is one of the first one. This is all the cards have like little beautiful pictures on the back. But that's the picture, and it says, so much more awaits you. There'll come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you now are, and call these your warm-up years. More love, more fun, more friends, more laughter, more thoughts, more things, more, lots more. You're so cute, the universe. This is
so true.
And the other card is this one. This is the picture. And the note says, ever wonder why some of those who achieve incredible success, amass fortunes, and enjoy sizzling relationships seem so unlikely? It's because intelligence, looks, even creativity come in a distant second place to believing. Achievers achieve because they believed they could, and followed up with consistent baby steps, and so the heavens and earth were moved. I believe in you, the universe.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Yes.
Is Kelly there?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I lost my feed for some reason, but I can still hear you on my phone, so I don't know what's going on.
Press your screen.
Yeah.
Tap on your screen and press the camera thing. There should be like a camera symbol.
Maybe you were on your phone and you were looking at the text, maybe. And
yeah, I looked at the text and it knocked me off somehow. Let's see.
Yeah, just close the text and I'll come
back. Or if your Wi-Fi is getting a little weak, it'll knock the video out but keep the sound.
Oh, yeah, there's a bad storm going on right now in Monroe. I don't know if it's hitting down there.
A little bit, yeah.
Let me see if I can find my Hangouts again.
But if you just stay right there, Kelly, I can send it right to you again. Don't even worry about it.
I got it. I think I got it. It's okay. Am I back? Not yet.
Yeah, I just sent it to you. I texted it to you. You can just press the button.
Oh,
I do that
here
too.
I am. Am I back with you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay. So for Cam, she's a 5, and that's adventurous. Focus on her goals, though. Keep her eyes from wandering, because she needs to find freedom, fun, and adventure, but be very focused, because adventure can take you off in all different directions. So sure. Focus on her goals. And she got the leadership card, too. It must run in your family.
She was just saying that. I think it's a Ruby thing because that's Cameron's. Well, that's my maiden name, but it's Ruby. So it's funny.
That's because I shuffled the cards good, and that same card came up for her. So, yeah, she's meant to guide others.
For sure.
I got a
Thank you.
question. Can I get a free reading for my birthday?
Oh, we're gonna sing to you too.
Oh yeah. I can't
Is
wait.
it his birthday?
It's on Sunday.
Ooh, I just
You
had my
almost,
birthday
you
too.
almost, you almost freaked me out because I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm not a good friend. I'm missing. It's next Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's next Sunday.
Yeah, but I'm thinking you and Keola made a bad friend. So yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
And Sandy, who's listening, definitely let's talk. We'll talk. So yeah, Stephen. They're just telling me that your aunt. This is an aunt though that I don't feel like she's an aunt in a way of like blood related. She's just like a feist. She comes through ever so often, and she's like, "Okay, listen to me," like that. Listen to me, and
talking Jamaican.
yeah. Yeah, like, oh, is that what she's like? Listen to me.
That
And
sounds like you're trying to imitate Jamaican, so I'm guessing it's
okay, well, I don't know what that sounds like. I just listen.
yeah, it
This
sounds
is
Jamaican.
exactly that's what I'm hearing, and she's saying, oh, that's funny because I wanted to say Jamaican money, but like you should be. She's stop it. Put your wallet back in.
Put my
If
wallet back in
you
my pocket.
Yes, if you want to continue to succeed, people will help you. You are talented, you are gifted, you can do this. It's so important for you to know that you do not have to take the money out to receive the love, and you don't have to give yourself up to get the money in. It's important to have balance. It's important to know you're worthy, and whoever this is who is slapping on you, whether if they like maybe type something in nasty publicly or whatever, they're just jealous because you're doing it the right way, honey. You're doing it the right way, and you need to continue that way. That's what she's saying.
That is so funny because I'm broke right now.
Put your money back in.
But I do resonate with that. That does, yeah, I get what that's saying.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. Anybody else got anything?
Actually, I think the reading I gave you already covered this time frame.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Kelly's channeling. I can see her.
Oh, there's someone asked, they had a friend pass, and the explanation of the friend's death she's getting from loved ones doesn't make sense. Can you tell me why you feel that? I was just trying to tap in. She's a 6 birthday, which is a nurturer. But the card I pulled for her is clear your space. And I feel like, I think if she clears things out, it might answer some questions for her. She might find something. I don't know. I'm not getting anything super clear, but I feel like maybe drugs were involved.
Yeah, you know what, Kelly, I can see right now. I'm gonna put my glasses on, but I can see your aura and it's green. All of a sudden it
My
shifted to green. Yeah. Like a lot of like so this is something that maybe has happened to you with someone too. With this person passing, like you're resonating with her somehow
mhm.
because your whole energy changed in a very loving, compassionate way. Yeah.
We're both. I'm a 6 also, so she's a 6, a nurturer. But I think that I mean I don't get a clear message from this, but I'm feeling like yeah they're not telling her the truth, and I kind of feel drugs are involved. But I I think if she clears her space and gets rid of clutter and clears herself, her friend might talk to her. She may
That
come
makes sense.
true for her.
So I got
Definitely.
a card for the same person who was at Misty. And here's the picture. but when I read it, I can explain what I felt from it. It says, "Dearest, I wish for you flowers and sunshine, gentle breezes and clear skies, calm seas and rainbows. But perhaps most of all, I wish for you the glorious breadth of experiences. You are
Mm.
now poised to receive that these tidbits are mere icing on the cake of a life that's rich in adventure. Hug, hug the universe." So what I feel this is, it's not from, well, it's from the universe, but this is from her friend.
Bless.
I feel this is a message
Yeah,
from
she
someone.
said that they're saying an overdose, but it's not like her to overdose. But I'm getting that very clearly it was drugs. And then the poppy seeds also would confirm that on the picture he drew.
Wow. When you say that, I'm gonna tell you, Kelly, what came to me was like when you're talking about that, I think it is too, because I got real sleepy, like I just want to fall asleep.
Yeah,
And I thought of Marilyn Monroe. I did.
accidental. I don't think it was on purpose. I think that she's felt a lot of stress and she accidentally, because I felt that too. I felt kind of woozy and weird and sinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like I just want to lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah, I
Feeling that
I
this whole reading.
Gotta do it.
um
Hmm.
there were so many people asking for readings and
And
I
we do
got
need, go
I
ahead.
know
Is
there's
there,
so many. Through the
who,
fire,
okay.
they are for life path, which is the teacher. And it says, don't wait for your ship to come in, swim out to it. So they need to go get what they need. But also, the card pulled for them was healthy lifestyle. And I just feel like Through the Fire does not honor their body like they should. They need to eat healthier, get more sleep, especially the sleep is coming through, and exercise so they'll feel better. And then they can go after their dreams.
That
Through the
makes a
fire
lot of
wasn't intended.
sense.
Mm.
Do you want to ask, give Stephen, because we'll take, let's just take three more and we'll give, if Skip's got one with a birthday, and then
Hmm.
Stephen, if you want to take a question,
Yeah, I'll
Kelly,
take one.
Kelly, you're looking at him. Do you mind reading one for, with a birthday to Skip, and then a question for Stephen?
Yeah, there's a guy, or there's one called TX, TEEX. It says, Aloha, good afternoon, 2676. Birthday feels like changes in the air. Second child, moving to a new home. I can't figure out what's next with this soulmate partner who I've made great progress with recently. So that one's for you, Skip.
2676.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll let Skip, you want a minute to tune into that, right, Skip?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll go to the next one and we'll have Stephen, if that's okay, Kelly. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
it's
paying
fine.
attention, Kelly, to that.
It's
Could
okay.
you the next one we'll give to Stephen.
There was a woman named Carolyn Moody a while ago that wanted
I'm looking.
a
I was so
reading.
funny. I was looking at hers just now.
She's been on my mind, but I don't feel like I'm supposed to answer. So
Yeah, her birthday is
And
five
if you
twelve.
have a
Yeah,
message too, share, please.
I
Go
know.
ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
she's a life path force, Stephen, which is just like the other one.
Mm.
Like go out and get what you need.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do this one without the cards. Well, I'm gonna do it with and without the cards. But yeah, let me resonate with that first. I'll let Skip answer his first.
Almost there. Go ahead, Stephen.
Okay. What I feel for Carolyn Moody, her question was, I know this is a huge year for me with work, family, for myself, lots of change, and would love your thoughts and more clarity. Thank you. Um, the word believe keeps popping in my head. Believe it for Carolyn. I keep getting, she needs to believe it. Um, like the reason why she's asking for thoughts and more clarity is because she don't look for the how or the when or the what, or don't look for anything. Just know that it is coming, or whatever it is that you want to come, or whatever it is that you feel you want for your life is basically already there. You just have to believe that you deserve it, and that it is coming. It is already. I keep feeling it's already there, but I'm gonna use some cards, and I'm just gonna draw a card for her. Okay, and the card that I drew for Carolyn is it's the house. The card is called Cleaning House. Cleaning house. And what that card means is it says when you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life, get rid of unwanted things in your physical home, and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest, clean house. So clean out all the disbeliefs and the clutter of your mind and your life, and all who's more draining your energy than giving to it. And you should gain everything that is meant for you. You're already going to. You just have to believe that it is. It is there. It's only you that can change that. Change that.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
And Skip, did you had a birthday? Do you have a message?
Yeah, the 2676. Definitely good finances. Going into next year, around next September, it shows either a new relationship or the current relationship you're in is going to get better. Travel is in your future, and I see forgiveness. I don't know exactly for what, but that shows that coming up too. So looks good. But definitely positive.
Yeah, when you said that about forgiveness, I put my love hat on because I felt like, okay, love, that's what the number one thing it says, number love, that's for you. You're looking for love. And definitely it feels like that love is right there, right near you. I actually feel like, but I feel like you're like going about it in a way that's kind of unusual. And it's really weird because like it feels like there's someone that, and you may even be looking for like this traditional person. You have all these things you want and these rules, and it's going to be somebody that you just least expect. That's what I feel. So if you may not have met that person. I drew the High Priestess card, which that's the connection to. When you connect with the High Priestess, you are connecting to the Akashic, the memory of the Akashic records. It's that connection to that higher part, like the magician stage is the planning stage, and how you remember that stage is the connection between heaven and earth, which is the High Priestess. And so there's something about that. Kelly, were you going to say something?
Yeah, Margie Cox said, hi, my Aunt Jane is watching, Janie, and she'd like to know anything that you're getting for her. She gave her birthday 7/23/65. She's a number 6, which is the nurturer. I feel like she gives a lot to others and doesn't get as much back, and that she needs to have crystal clear intentions. This is the card I got for her.
It's pretty.
Be clear about what she desires and focus upon it with unwavering faith. I think sometimes she goes back and forth and around, like not sure what she wants. And if her intention isn't clear, it's not going to come to her. She's just going to get bits and pieces.
So be clear and be simple for herself, not like get scattered
Yeah.
by other people. Yeah, that's I drew strength, and I'm just going to read this to you because I think this speaks for itself. I am transforming love. I have learned to turn aggressive energy into positive force for good. I am able to calm the negative forces within me with love, compassion, and understanding. I have faith in my ability to handle intense emotions and desires. This confidence strengthens my willingness to act on my ideas. Okay, remember this. This is like take this in, okay? This is like I am, like as I'm reading it, I want you to feel this. So it's like about knowing that you've got faith and to handle these emotions because you're going through some heavy duty emotions right now, and if you have that, it'll actually strengthen your willingness to act on your ideas. You've got some ideas, and if I know Margie, she's probably, because she's like there to just like, she's my biggest cheerleader. She helps me so much. So I no longer repress my feelings. And I got something from that I'll tell you in a minute. And instincts. I have integrated beast and spirit. I use my courage and strength to take new risks and complete difficult tasks. You can see over there's that 8 or the infinity symbol. Know what you give out, you get back. And for some reason, when I saw that, I no longer repress my feelings. All of a sudden, I felt like there could be a relationship that was around you that was really not good for you, and has kept you from being your own person. And you can't really be kept from being your own person because you already are your own person. But it's really important to know that when you start to feel like you're losing yourself, it's time for you to go in and really step back into knowing that you haven't really lost yourself. It's kind of like the runaway bride, if you watch that movie, that's kind of like a good analogy of what happened to you. So I'm just going to say, welcome back. Welcome back. It's nice to see you, and I'm glad that you're back. And I wanted also to share lots of love with people. This is a week that I had this message: take the time this week to love yourself. And when I say that, loving yourself doesn't mean you have to go out and spend all kinds of money on yourself. Do that too. It can be just doing something that you enjoy, and especially like possibly like even deeper than that, show gratitude to yourself. Thank yourself. Thank yourself. Notice things about yourself. Don't beat up on yourself so much. Love. You are love, Listen, overcome, There's a velocity, there's an energy within you. And then E equals MC squared. Be that balance. Be that, be that beautiful light that you are, because you are a beautiful light. And most of all, know that God doesn't make any mistakes. You're here for a reason. And no matter what, that reason, no matter how hard things can be, that reason is divine. And the more you know that, the more you listen to your force, the more things will come in, and you won't have to force asking for purpose. That's what we do. We want to force it. And we can't force feed others either. So just pay attention to you this week. That's important. Boy, I'll tell you, I keep hearing that. If you can just pay attention to you, because what happens is when we are paying attention to other people, we get mad and then we want to talk and fix it now. But the thing is anybody that really loves you will listen to you. And if they don't love you, love yourself enough to do what's best for you. And that's a hard thing because we're all raised in this. We're taught, well, you're a selfish person. I don't mean be like mean. I just mean like when you're trying to get something from someone else, try to ask and ask and just say, hey, I need this. I mean, could you do this for me? And if they can't do that for you, then let it just do something, do it for yourself and stop defining yourself by what others say and even the most important people that are in your life, because you have to really know what your own force field tells you. I keep getting that message about knowing what your own force field tells you, and it's thundering out. Mother Nature is saying, my force field needs to clear. The plants need watering, things need to be nurtured. And so Mother Nature there's a roar. And my mom used to always tell me that the angels were bowling. So I used to get scared when I heard that. Now I'm like, yeah, Mother Nature is just taking care of her womb and taking care of herself. So I can't stress that enough. I think that's really important this week. And also what I wanted to share is real quick. First I want to just thank Skip, thank Kelly, thank Stephen for being here. And all of them are available for readings. If you go over to Light the Way, LITE, theway.com, you can book a reading. They do great. They are amazing. Their bios, read their bios, because get to know them. And it's so great for us all to be connecting with you now, because it's this moment that we can share in our spiritual gifts, and you have spiritual gifts too. So please, in the comments, I know you're asking questions, but let's say somebody is asking a question and you have an answer for somebody. Write an answer if somebody has reached out and asked a question. If you have a feeling, I'm encouraging you to really share the gifts that you have. It's so important. That's what being a prism of light is just knowing maybe you stepped into this space because you have something to share, or maybe there's something you want to receive. We are going to be taking your questions, and then what we'll do is every week we'll actually take, if we miss some of your questions, we'll read them. But what I'm going to be doing, and if anybody on here is interested in doing that, let us know, is I'm going to grab a couple of people's questions, and I will sometime this week I'll do a live. So keep an eye. If you subscribe, you'll see the announcement. And then if any of us are going to go on, and any of us can choose to go on whenever we want, and we will take that question and we'll put it out there with an answer throughout the week. So please keep asking questions. If you subscribe, you're going to get a notification when we're on for free readings. We're always on Mondays, but I also go on other times during the week. And then next Monday, is it next Monday, Kelly, or is it Sunday? Is it what day is the 11th? I'm sorry.
Ooh, I think it's a Saturday, isn't it?
A Saturday. I'm sorry. It's a Saturday. I apologize. Yeah. So next Saturday, we have an event here, and it's gonna be redoing it, discovering your animal totem. So CT Michael will be here. He's a wonderful Native American healer. We'll be actually sending that out. And if you are interested in being part of the mailing list, just go ahead and post. And lots of events coming up, lots of things. And if you want to see us in person, you can do that. Or if you want to get a phone reading, again, 734, you can call now, 854-1514. And with that, I gave my message. If each one of you has just a brief message that you want to share before we sign off, We'll start at my right. Skip, go ahead.
Oh, it's been good. I'm glad we got through this with no technical difficulties for the first time. So I have some answers for some of the questions. I'll get to those late in the week with you.
Okay.
We'll make sure everyone has their turn.
Thank you. We can print them out too. We'll figure out different ways to do this. Kelly.
Carol or Geraldine Looney had asked a few times. I just wanted to let her know she's a number 3, which is the communicator. And again, take her own advice. And this card came up for her, and I wanted to close with this card. It's good for all of us. It says peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real.
Amen.
So that's my closing message.
Hey, and that's the book I shared with you. Only Love is Real, remember? That's true. So thank you.
Only
Kelly
love.
Mystery. Only Love. That's so Skip Smith, Kelly Mystery, and Steven Seaton.
Hi. So I drew a card for a message for everyone. And this is the picture on the card. And then the message from the universe is, what good does it do knowing approximately where the treasure lies, yet never digging? Having a bank account with millions in it, but never writing a check. Or discovering the fountain of youth, but never drinking a drop. You must live the truths you discover. You must break your old rules, defy logic, be the change. Dig, write the check, and drink eternally. One little step after another. There's no other way. The universe.
Amen. Thank you, universe. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Just like I said, we'll pop on here and there. And so ask your questions. And Kelly, thank you for feeling like that's one thing I love about all of you guys. And Kelly, like, she's like, we'll connect. We'll know. We'll see your question. And so we'll all do that too before next Monday. If there's certain people that we're connecting with, we will share. And you can also call for a private reading because it's so nice to connect with you one-on-one. We do have a special, and this is for everybody that's watching right now. It's $10 off our reading. So if you call in and say you heard this on YouTube, $10 off an our reading with one of us that's here. This is for the people that are here and present, all the readers. We're sharing that with you. So peace to everybody. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Love you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.